Hey my lovely foodies, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be showing you today how to make use of those overripe plantains sitting in your kitchen. So our first ingredient is, of course, ripe plantains. So if you have your plantains and they're looking like this, they are too ripe for you to fry, you can definitely use them to make some plantain muffins. So I'm going to peel two ripe plantains, and smash them in my bowl. Pretty easy. You can do this with a potato masher or a fork. I also have a recipe on how I make plantain bread. You can check that out in the description box and somewhere in the upper right hand corner. So I'm adding these to my bowl, and these may not look too overripe, but trust me, they are pretty soft, and once you fry them they will be way too oily. So using them to making good use of them in this way is perfect. So here I'm going in with my potato masher. Of course, as I said, you can use a fork. So I'm just going to mash these up really quickly. And voila! This is what we are working with. Two overripe plantains. Nice and ready. Now time to add in the other ingredients. Well, of course, if you like chunks in your muffins, you don't need to smash it as much as I did. So next I'm going to go in with some sugar. I'm adding in white sugar because that is what I have, just a half cup of it. But of course, if you have brown sugar, that would be perfect to give it some color, or even some coconut sugar to enhance the flavor. So there you go, a half cup of soft white sugar. Next I'm going in with 2 eggs, and I added just a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice to this. Next I'm going in with a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. You can use vegetable oil if that's what you have, or even some olive oil. Next I'm going in with a half cup of plain yogurt. You can also add a half cup of Greek yogurt if that's what you have. Next, let's mix this all up. I'm using an electric mixer here, but of course you can use a whisk or even a fork. This will take you around within a good 3 minutes. This will be all good because you do not want to over mix this. Alright, nice, good to go. Now for some flavor, to get the flavor up a notch, I've added a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then I'm going to mix this up once more just for about 30 seconds. All good. Now rest this to the side, and now time to put your dry ingredients together. So first things first, some whole wheat flour, and this is 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Next I'm going to add to this cinnamon powder, baking soda, and baking powder. A teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and also a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Here, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then simply go in with your whisk or your fork to mix everything together. Get all the spices, the baking powder, the baking soda, nice and together. Then after this, you're just going to add dry ingredients to wet ingredients, and that'll be it, or almost it. So you're going to be adding the dry ingredients in thirds to the wet ingredients. So you add this in 3 times, mix it in nicely. So this is the first time, mix it in nicely. Take your time, do not over mix. Then add the other 2/3 of the wheat flour mixture, the dry ingredients. So by the time you're finished, you should have a mixture with a consistency like this. And next you can add some stuff like walnuts or chocolate. I'm going to be adding in dark chocolate and some crushed almonds. You can add anything. You can add some peanuts, you can add chocolate, or you can even leave it like this. You can even add raisins. It's all up to you. It's your kitchen. You can customize this banana muffin to make it all your own. So here I'm going in with half a cup or a quarter cup of almonds, roasted almonds. Next, I'm going in with also a quarter cup of dark chocolate, and I'm just going to fold this in. And it's now time to pour these in. I'm using like a measuring cup. This is half cup, like a half cup of it in each little cupcake section. And I got from this 12 cupcakes and one small, about 4 inches bundt cake. So you can fill these like 3/4 of the way up. So once you do this, you just need to stick this in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 18 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. And here you have it, breakfast plantain muffins. Really great way for you to use those overripe plantains. Do not throw them away. These were super yummy. I had one like almost every morning for breakfast. The chocolate and the almond made it really good. So that's it for today, guys. Plantain muffins brought to you by Roma's Kitchen. Of course, if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, visit my website at romaskitchen.net for this and other great recipes. Until next video.